What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of A Day at the Races presented by Petro Pinning. I'm John Morrison. Today we are at wonderful Merrittville Speedway in Fonthill, Ontario for tonight's Southern Ontario Sprint action. Tonight we are hanging out with Darren Dryden and the number 12 Double D team here at Merrittville Speedway. We're going to be riding along with him all night long. He's competing with the Southern Ontario Sprint. And just after competing last night over at Oshawa Speedway, it's going to be a great night of racing. We're going to get up here and talk to Darren in just a little bit. But we're going to have a lot of fun tonight hanging out with the sprints and getting dirty. All right, tonight we're hanging out with Darren Dryden with the 12 Double D 360 Sprint. Darren, how's it going, man?
Good, man. Glad to have you out here.
Tonight is your second race of the weekend. You raced last night on Oshawa. How'd it go for you?
Went really well. Qualified third, finished second in our heat, lined us up for 8th in the feature. Got up to third, almost second, but a really strong night for Oshawa for sure.
With the Southern Ontario Sprints, what can we expect out of a night like tonight? This is my first event, I think, with the Southern Ontario Sprints, so it's kind of cool to see how this goes. Yeah,
well, it'll be interesting with no sun. I really think it's going to change things on the track conditions, which favors us being probably tackier than normal. Not going to be, so dusty. I think it's going to be a good night, and yeah, you're in for a good experience for sure.
All right, man. I know you guys are going to get ready to head on out here to put some heat in the motors. We're excited to be riding along with you tonight. Thanks for having us out.
Yeah, no, thank you.
It's right here. I know.
work here to get ready for their heat later on this evening in the hot laps. Ooh, I realize how ugly I am. In the hot laps, Darren qualified third, so should put him on the outside of rope number 1 in his heat. We're excited to be running along with him. But yeah, the team's getting over here to work. I think I saw they changed out some shocks, but they're gonna get this thing dialed in. They actually ran out of fuel in the heat practice, unfortunately, so they made sure it's topped off with fuel for the heat. They're gonna go back out here, and we'll talk to Darren after his heat race coming up very shortly. Racing action started. Mini stocks are getting ready to go out now. It's gonna be a great night of racing. There's also 358 mods, mini mods, and Hoosier stocks here at Merrittville Speedway. So yeah, hopefully if you're here, hopefully you enjoyed the show. If you're not, what are you waiting for? Get on up to Merrittville Speedway. They got some great things all around the area. So
the running order is back on schedule now. So
mini stocks are heading on out right now.
Hoosiers, and then sprints. SOS, E1 online.
In heat number 1, Darren started P2 and finished P2. He's back in the pits. The crew is getting to work. Looks like they may be making some changes. We're going to talk to Darren a little bit here to see how he felt after the heat race and what he wants to change before the feature. But yeah, when we got a second, we're going to go talk to him and see how he felt about the heat race. But the guys are making some changes, and we'll be following along with them. All right, Darren, P2 and heat number 1, man. How is the car feeling for you?
Car's good, pretty much competitive compared to how we were last night. We'll be starting 7th in the feature tonight and see if we can get a couple spots better than last night.
Now, I've seen your crew going to work a little bit earlier on the car. What changes have you made to hopefully improve your starting position here tonight?
Yeah, well, obviously, usually we tighten the car up as the night goes on. Obviously, they just told us now they're putting water to the track, so now we're going to be keeping an eye on what they're going to do, and maybe we'll make some changes back more to compensate for what they're doing out there. But it should come into our hands a little better with them putting some water down to the track, give us a better track to race on tonight.
Now, with putting water down on the track, because I'm very, very new to dirt racing overall, what does water do to the track to either better your car or your handling? What does it do to the car?
So, the tendency of the tracks around here when they water it, the top will come to life and should give us a 2-lane racetrack. And you'll see a lot of the guys get adventurous and run the top and be able to make some gains. There should still be a bottom. It depends on, I see them right now watering the bottom. So there should be some grip added everywhere, and it gets the dust down too. So it gets difficult for us to see out there too if they don't stay on top of it. So at the end of the day, it gives us more track to race on, and a little bit safer for us guys too, and for the fans, they can see a lot better.
What can we expect from you during the, 35 laps? 25 laps? What can we expect from the 25 lap feature tonight from you?
Honestly, I'd love to see another podium. We run well here. Last race, I think we started around 6th to 8th, and we did get 2nd. So obviously we want to beat that position tonight, but we're going to do our best. But yeah, we really don't know until we get out there. I'd usually know within the last first 5 laps on what I've got, and obviously we are able to adjust out there to compensate for it as well. We have the wing angle that we can mess with, but aside from that on dirt, you can kind of pick and choose your line and adapt to the track and make things work for you, even if your car is not perfectly set up for the night out.
All right, man. Well, we're going to be excited riding along with you later on tonight in the 25 lap A main going on just a little bit. Starting 7th, Darren Dryden. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, sprint cars have been called to the staging area. Hoosier stock feature is on track now. Mr. Dryden's just buttoning up back over there, and he'll be making his way to his car to get strapped in for tonight's action. after a hard-fought feature, 25-lap feature, Darren comes home 5th. There was a difference between a 4/100th of a second between 4th and 5th place. The 88 threw a good slider in on the bottom. It stuck. Darren tried to cross over, and unfortunately, he got underneath them, but the 88 just had a little bit too much power on the outside and was able to make it stick and got him at the line by 4/100th of a second. It was really close from where I was standing on the backstretch, so I can only imagine what it may look like in the video. Hopefully you see some clips of that, because I think that'd be a great shot. But Darren's just over on the scales right now, making sure he passes. I hope he got the green light. He's on his way back down here, and when he gets out, we'll catch up with him, see how he feels, and you know, what maybe things could have gone different. And yeah, man, we'll see how he thought of his 25-lap feature here at Merrittville Speedway. One final time tonight, we're staying here with Darren Dryden. Darren, how, after 25 laps, you finished 7th. How did the race go for you?
Finished 5th.
5th? Did you say 7th?
7th, yeah. Started 7th. Yeah,
finished 5th. How did it go for you?
No, it went really good. Obviously, we want to be higher up, but at the end of the night, we are points battling. We came into the night with the championship lead, and we're leaving with it and actually extended it. So definitely a good night. Could have been better, got up to 4th, went back to 5th, but all in all, good night for us.
Let's talk about that real quick. Last lap, you know, you went in, you know, the 88 came in low, did a slide job on you, snuck underneath, powered on the outside. What did you see in the car?
In all honesty, I did not know it was the last lap. I might have taken it a little bit differently. I did not see the white, and I guess I was just, you know, too much in the zone there. But yeah, like, that's racing, you know, slide jobs, you're going to expect it. I kind of saw it coming. I just wasn't just enough to you know, get by him. It was 0.040 behind him, so we were definitely close, right, you know, neck and neck at the line.
Absolutely. When is your next race? I'm assuming it's next Friday on weekend. But also with the Southern Ontario Sprints, when is your next race with them as well? Yeah,
next Friday Oshwegan, and then we're also next Saturday at Brighton with the Southern Ontario Sprint. So you can catch us live at G-Force for Oshwegan, and it won't be live at Brighton, but we'll always film our videos, so you can stay tuned with that.
Now, I want to talk before we get off here. Part of our partnership was I came out to do this vlog, which was obviously fantastic. Tell us about DJD Gear and DJD Graphics so that people can be like, hey, looking for a new fire suit or looking for new wraps, why come to you?
Yeah, honestly, we're the only one that I know of that can do the full package, from what your driver is wearing to how your team looks on and off the track. So obviously we can take care of your car, we can take care of your crew shirts, we can take care of your suit, gloves, shoes, obviously hero cards. Basically anything that you need done graphically, we could take we can help you out with, and we're always offering opportunities for partnerships as well.
Where can they find you on social media to either stay up to date with your racing stuff or with your with DJD Gear and DJD Graphics?
Yeah, right now everything's just on my personal page. So Darren Dryden 12, that's my Instagram, and then Darren Dryden for my Facebook. We do a little bit of updating on our DJD Gear page, but that's something that we got to start, staying more in tune with. But right now it's all my personal page, so you can stay in tune with everything there.
All right, man. Well, thank you so much for having us. It's been an absolute blast hanging out with you, your team, the 360 Sprints. My first time seeing these cars really up close like this. Thanks for having us out, man. Enjoy the rest of your season, and yeah, man, thank you again.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having Jomo Media out, and hopefully have you out again soon.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us from here from Merrittville Speedway. Got to thank Darren Dryden and the entire 12 Double D team from the 360 Sprints for having us out. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll get back out again this summer to see what Darren's races, but we'll see. We're on a 10-week stretch of going to the track, and we'll see what happens. So make sure you guys follow Joe Media Promotions on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and yeah, check you guys next time on A Day at the Races presented by Pets Pro Painting. See you guys.
You can find Jomo Media and Promotions on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and at jomomedia.ca. Until next time, keep your engines running and your belts tight.